What's up, everybody? Michael Silva here. You're watching episode 3 of Quick Tips, where I give you just a tip. Quick Tips is the series where I cut out all the fluff and give you just the tip. In today's episode, we are going to be discussing a very important resource that you may or may not know of that you have direct access to. Now, this report has been widely used by reporters, journalists, hedge funds. What makes this report so valuable is it comes out before the FOMC, the Federal Open Market Committee meetings, and when the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell speaks. It's going to give you a good sense as to what they are going to be talking about and where they're going to be taking monetary policy next. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this resource, the Beige Book. To get access to the Beige Book, first thing you want to do is go ahead and go to federalreserve.gov. Once that web page loads, you're going to go ahead and go over to monetary policy and scroll down to the Beige Book. Go ahead and click that. When this page loads, you're going to notice the dates here as far as the release, and over to the right, you'll notice to see if there already has been a Beige Book released. The Beige Book is released 8 times a year on these specific dates. The last update was May 27th, just the other day. So if you want to see the most recent Beige Book, all you have to do is click PDF. Once that loads, you will then have access to the Beige Book. The Beige Book is a commentary of current economic conditions. If you scroll through it, you'll notice that it's going to highlight where all the Federal Reserve districts are. It's going to give you the pages as to where you can read upon those economic conditions within each district. It's also going to give you information about what the Beige Book is. Now keep in mind, this is somewhat of a lagging indicator. As you can see here, this report was prepared by the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City based on the information collected on or before May 18th, 2020. Keep in mind, this report was published May 27th. And if you keep scrolling down on the first page, you're going to see a national summary. This is where it takes all the 12 districts and summarizes what's going on in the economy. It's going to go over overall economic activity to employment and wages, prices, and then it's going to give highlights to each Federal Reserve district. If you keep going past that point, then you will be able to go to each individual district and see more in-depth analysis as to what is going on. And then it'll highlight employment and wages, prices, and different sectors that make up the economy. So you can scroll down, there's the Bank of New York, Philadelphia, and so forth. The Beige Book is widely used by news reporters and journalists and also hedge funds to get a good glimpse as to what's going on in the economy. Now, this is just one small aspect as how they get data, but this data is looked at by very important eyes. So instead of having to wait for it to filter through the journalists and different news sources, you have direct access to it from the federalreserve.gov website. Hope you enjoyed today's quick tip. That's all I got for you. Shada boom.